I have tremendous respect for Christopher Nolan as a filmmaker. But that said, I think that this project was a mistake because he needs to really prove that he can still do the big blockbusters after he stumbled with Interstellar. And I know that a lot of Christopher Nolan fans are going to say he did not stumble. It made hundreds of millions of dollars, but it didn't make as much money as Inception and his Batman films. He disappointed the studios that had invested so much in him on that picture. So it didn't deliver for a Christopher Nolan picture. You raise the bar, you have to deal with the positives and the negatives of that. So anyway, let's see if he can make me feel like, doing this film was a good idea. It's got that One Direction dude, Harry, in it, so let's see. It's already pretty darn nice. Music is awesome. If he pulls this off, and it looks like he might, if Christopher Nolan pulls this off, it will put him in the league of, finally, for sure, Spielberg, Scorsese, etc. And he is competing with Spielberg Saving Private Ryan to create a war film of that quality. But if he's able to pull off this movie and make it a big deal, even though it is not a big blockbuster, that will, I think, cement his reputation. I'm very impressed. And it's funny, we've been talking a lot about the DCEU, and I think we all sorely miss Nolan's involvement. Although he was involved in Man of Steel, and that was not nearly at the same caliber as his own movies. But it's just so wonderful to see a filmmaker, care about framing and the way the shots are done. You see that a little bit in some TV these days. For instance, Stranger Things is very well shot. But to see, that great thing with everyone's helmets, just the sea of helmets, and then you see one face turn, and then all the faces turn, it's just so good. And also the use of music was very impressive. He of course did the whole which is so popular these days, and people comment that it's now in every trailer. And I think that, I'm impressed. Nolan's like, okay, you want to copy me? I'm going to keep on innovating, and you can copy something else. So I was very impressed. It actually, to be fair, though, reminded me a little bit of Atonement, which used a typewriter as its soundtrack very effectively. So I think that this is kind of like, not copying that, but I feel like maybe it was influenced by that a little bit. There's a distinction between copying and, being inspired by an homage, I think Nolan manages to hit it just right on the head. I'm very, very, very impressed. So what do you think? Do you think that you might get super excited about this movie about the Battle of Dunkirk? The cast is absolutely stellar. And interestingly enough, they didn't play up the cast at all. And I think that's interesting. I think that's very much Christopher Nolan being like, look, I have some big actors in this movie, but I'm the star, right? And kudos to him. That's very savvy for him for building a career. I love it. I couldn't be more impressed. Write your own thoughts down below, and you can check out some more episodes right now.